Good morning. So today I'm going to ease you gently into the morning with a bit of a morning stretch. Obviously if you're watching this later on in the afternoon or in the evening, absolutely fine, join in then. We're going to do a mat based stretch this morning. So it's very much a kind of starting lying down, nice easy way to get into your day. So just pop yourself down in a lying position, get yourself comfortable. If you haven't got a mat, it doesn't matter, just try and make sure that you've got a little bit of something soft underneath you, just so it's a little bit more comfortable. So it's all about just waking up and mobilising the joints this morning. So first of all, just take a big full body stretch, so arms above the head, point the fingers away, point the toes away, make yourself as long as you can. Try not to arch through the back too much, so it's very much pointing the toes, pointing the hands, starting to wake that body up. And you're going to just bring your feet flat onto the floor, bring your arms down, and then take your knees into your chest. So really hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big cuddle this morning. If you need to or want to, or it feels good, you can just rock from side to side, giving your lower back a little bit of a massage. So very relaxed, very easy, making sure that you're comfortable in all the moves. Take this into a little figure of 8, if that feels nice, or just circling the knees round. And then just make sure that you go in the opposite direction as well. If it's better for you, you can just stay with hugging the knees, or you can take the knees out and take them into opposite directions to each other, opening up the hips. So just gently waking up the body. Nothing too forceful, all smooth and small movements. If you're a super flexible bendy person, you might be able to get much bigger movements first thing in the morning, but normally it's just about moving through those joints, waking them up a little bit. Keep one knee in towards you and take the other leg out straight. Now pull that knee in and really push that other foot away. So on the straight leg you want to flex the foot. So if you're standing on the floor, pushing that heel away. If you're quite tight in the hip flexors, you will feel this on that straight leg right at the top. If you're not, it's just a nice little stretch to start with. So just breathe into this, normal breathing. Make sure you're taking in the oxygen, not holding your breath through any of the stretches. And then you're going to take that knee across the body, so a little bit of a twist. Try and keep the shoulders down as much as possible. So it might be that your knee's kind of hovering, or you might be quite rotationally flexible. Your knee might be right down to the floor on one side. Again, it's just about getting a little bit of flexibility going on in there, so it doesn't matter where you are as long as it's comfortable, not forcing anything. Coming back to centre, you're just going to pop one foot, that foot on the mat, bring the other foot up and in, and then take that leg along. So you're doing the same stretches on the opposite side. So hug that knee into the chest, flex the foot of the straight leg, push it away. Now it might be that this hip flexor feels tighter or looser than the other one. You tend to have a little bit of imbalance, so just push that foot away, have a nice stretch, take the knee in. And again, keep breathing, just stay quite relaxed. And then you're going to bring that knee across the body. Take the opposite arm out and keep that shoulder down. So this is just to kind of anchor you down. Again, just a gentle stretch, gentle twist to start the day. And then roll yourself back onto your back. Bring both feet up onto the mat so the knees are bent. Feet are fairly close into you. And if you want, take them wide out. So you can have them as wide as the mat width if you want. I'm just going to go into a shoulder bridge. So taking the arms down by the side, you're mobilising through the spine, so you want to try and imprint every single vertebrae down onto the spine and then lift up. So it's very nice and slow, just come up as high as is good for you and then back down again. So we're just trying to get movement through the spine, nice and gently, nice and easy. So we'll just do a few of these. If you feel it's too much coming up into your shoulders, you can just come up halfway. We tend to be tight in the lower back, especially if we've been sitting down a lot. So the really important bit is trying to imprint that lower back in at the bottom of this move. And just getting some movement through that and a little bit of mobilisation. So we'll do one more. Come up as high as you want, and then back down again. And then you're just going to take your feet, if they're not hip width apart, pop them to about hip width apart. You're going to take the arms wide. If you don't have lots of room up beside you, you can take them into a cactus shape. That's fine. This is about this part of your body, the upper part is just stabilising you for this one. So you're just going to drop both knees down to the side. So if you're dropping this way towards the left, you're going to keep the left foot down and then you take the right foot up as you come over, just to try and keep about a hip width distance between your knees. So shoulders are down, bring them up to centre. Go the other way, so keep those shoulders down so the knees don't have to touch the ground. They're going as far as is comfortable for you, twisting through that spine. So a slightly different twist to the one we did earlier with the one leg. And again, it's just about mobilising in the mornings, getting your body ready for a bit of movement during the day, or getting your body ready to sit at a desk. You might want to stop in the middle of the day and do a few stretches as well, if that is the case. So we're just going to do one more to each side. Just make sure that you've done the same number on both sides so you don't end up a bit wonky. So I started with this side, so we're going one more this way. And then last one. And just come back to centre. We're actually going to go onto our sides now. So turn yourself onto the side. Bring your legs, or bring your knees at a 90-degree angle. So you're at 90, so your knees are in line with your hips and then your ankles are directly below. You're going to take both arms out, bring them together, and then you're just going to open all the way over. And again, if you've got a wall behind you like I have, you can cactus open the arms. It's fine, you'll still get a good stretch. And come back. So keep the hips fairly stable on this one. You can tell if the knees start to kind of wiggle away from each other, then your hips are twisting as well. But we're trying to open up the chest area on this one. A nice stretch. We'll do a little bit more on the chest as well later on. And then one more. So you're going to roll over to the other side. So same again, 90-90 with the legs. Arms go out so you'll be able to see from the other direction with me. And then you're reaching back and you're coming as far as you can over. So you should really feel a stretch sort of through the shoulder and the upper chest area. And then come back in. So if you like a breathing pattern, you want to breathe out as you open up and breathe in as you come back. But there's no need to put that breathing pattern in if you don't want to, just as long as you are continuously breathing. That is the important thing in life, not just in exercise. So one more. And then close. Now roll yourself over so you come to your hands and knees. So we're just going to go through some cat and cow stretches now. So you want to push into your hands, push into your knees and round through and back. So a really big stretch in this direction. Dropping the head, dropping the tailbone. And then from the head, you take the neck out, you come through the shoulders and you're rounding the other way. If you go from head to tail end each time, just focuses the mind a little bit on what you're doing rather than randomly moving your body around. So head to tail, one more like that. Squeezing up and then back the other way. And then just do the opposite of that. So take the tailbone first, round through the back, push through the shoulders, drop the head, and go the other way. So taking the tailbone, dropping that, coming through the mid-back, sliding the shoulders back and down, looking up. Make sure you're keeping the abs engaged in this way of the stretch, just so you're not dumping a load of stress through your lower back. So from the tail end again, all the way to the head, and then last one. Stretching up, and then coming back to a neutral kind of middle position. Just going to do the thread the needle exercise. So you take one hand, you thread it through, you reach as far as you can, so bending this elbow, and then come up, and then you can twist open the other side if that feels good for you. So just a few of these. Again, it's all about a mobilisation and a stretch, so it's nice and gentle. No forcing your body into strange positions that it doesn't want to be in. So if you can only open a little way, that's all good. So last one. And reach up. And then onto the other side. So if you're a little bit hypermobile, your elbows might be pointing forward, the inner bit of your elbows. So try and rotate them so that they're pointing in, so they're looking at each other, just to protect those joints. Then go again, thread under, bend that arm, come up, reach. So we're just doing 4 of these. So you're halfway. And one more. And reach up. Now we're going to come into a child's pose. So hands towards the front of your mat if you're using a mat, reaching all the way back. So it's a nice active stretch through the arms. Take the head down. Just breathe here. If your back needs a little bit of support, bring your knees nice and close together. If you want an additional stretch, take the knees out wide, toes together at the back. You get more of a stretch, get a bit of a stretch to the hips as well. you're just going to reach over to the left side. Keep your hips where they are. Bring the head down. So get a nice stretch through the right. Nice deep breaths, just relaxing. And then over to the right. Again, keeping the hips where they are, so you're stretching through the left hand side. Bring your head down. And come back to the middle. Take that stretch. Take a little side to side move if that works for you. If you feel like you need to wiggle about a bit, that is absolutely fine. This is about waking ourselves up in the morning anyway. So you can also do from this position the sort of thread the needle stretch, taking an arm down and then lying down onto that shoulder if you feel that the back of your shoulder needs a bit of a stretch this morning. And then you can take this arm out either like directly behind you or slightly in front and push away so you're turning in. So that will stretch the chest on the other side. So repeat that with the other arm. So take it under, just bring your weight down on it to stretch the back of the shoulder. Then take it out in front of you or out to the side, whatever is comfortable. Bring that arm in and then push and open through that shoulder. I don't have a massive range of movement on that one. So then just come up onto all fours again. We're going to tuck our toes under. Bring ourselves up into the inverted V. So pushing the chest towards the knees and then just walk your feet. So pedal your feet through. So getting a bit of a stretch in the calves and the back of the legs. Again, if you want to really bend the knees and bend into that, move around, that's absolutely fine. Do what your body needs to do. Nice stretch. Bend the knees as much as you need to stretch out through that chest. You can even sort of bend the knees down and then come up. All about whatever feels good for you. Then you're going to walk the feet in. I'm just going to come down to the sitting position, but you can bring yourself up to standing. That is absolutely fine. Take a big stretch up. Grab a hold of one of the wrists. Stretch over to the side. And then the other side. And then roll the shoulders out. Hopefully you're feeling a little less stiff than you were earlier. Have a wonderful day, wonderful Wednesday, or whatever day you happen to be watching this if you're not watching live. And I will see you soon. Take care.